friends, it's Dana from Dana's Epic Adventures, and I'm just here Music Festival, and I'm at the campgrounds here a bit early, checking in, and it's mostly an empty field with lines drawn on for campsite markers, but it's got a pretty awesome view. A little bit later I'm going to head over to the festival grounds, and I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome. Hey, so I'm here at the campground and we got our tents set up, and we went to our work meeting and everything's all set up, and it's pretty sweet out here. It's kind of cold for us people from Miami. Bottle Rock was crazy busy and I did not have time to take video while I was there. But now that I'm home, I can tell you all about it. It was so awesome. So, as soon as I got in, we had to scan our bracelets, and I lost my bracelet within 10 steps of scanning, and I could not find it. I retraced all my steps. I picked through grass. I emptied out my entire bag. Maybe it fell off when I was reaching in my bag for something, and it's just gone. For a while I was freaking out, oh my god, I'm gonna get kicked out. I know at Ultra, if you get caught inside the grounds and don't show up to your bar, you could get arrested for trespassing. So I'm just oh my god, I hope I don't get kicked out. But it was okay. I got to my bar, I told my managers, and they were like, okay. And I called the people that signed me in, and they were like, oh, don't worry about it, we'll bring you another one. And it wasn't a huge deal to them, but eventually they came by and replaced my bracelet. So when I got a chance to walk around and take pictures, I was looking for other people from Miami. I saw each of the wineries had their own tent, and they had it all decked out like a fancy living room, and you could go in and taste and do a wine tasting in their booth, and there were so many of them. They also had an indoor sports bar. They had a spa, a wine garden. They had tons of food trucks. All the food was awesome. They had this grilled cheese food truck that was more than just grilled cheese. The first day I had just plain grilled cheese and bacon. It was delicious. The second day I had pulled pork with macaroni and cheese, all in a sandwich together. And the next day I had Nutella and marshmallow fluff and a graham cracker. Reminded me of my trip to Bonaire, if you see my Instagram. At the end of the first night, I got back to the shuttle stop, and the line was literally a mile long, and I was just screw this, I'm going to walk. I don't know how long it's going to take for the shuttle to come. It might be faster. It was 2.5 miles, but as I was walking, 6 shuttles passed me, so that was the last time I walked. It wasn't a bad walk. It was, through the vineyards in Napa, but it was dark, so I didn't really see anything. When I got back, I was really exhausted from a long day at work and from walking home. So I just took a shower and went to bed. But some people stayed up later. But I didn't have any problem going to sleep. People weren't crazy drunk partying, to the point where it interfered with me being able to fall asleep. So that was pretty awesome, because that was one of the things I was worried about. Oh my god, are people going to be yelling and screaming and being super drunk, and I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. But they were super cool. The weather was cool at night, and actually I think it rained a couple of the nights, but being in a hammock tent with a rain fly, I stayed dry. I didn't even notice. It was cool to see all the headliners. Well, not see them, but I could hear them from my bar. I was near the main stage. I heard Muse play, and I don't even really like their music, but they were just so great on stage. They killed it live. They were awesome. And Incubus, I was very disappointed. They sounded like a crappy Incubus cover band. Let's see, Bruno Mars I had already seen in Miami, and it was pretty much the same show with the fireworks and the same songs. I made a lot of new friends, especially people who are willing to travel for the weekend at a moment's notice and drop everything. Yeah, hey, let's go. Like that was super awesome. And I can't wait to go back next year or to the next one. Here, let's see some pictures.